Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and yeah, it's been a few days since my last reaction video. Actually, I think it's almost a week or whatever, because I checked on my previous reaction video, the last time I reacted to an episode of Death Battle. It's been probably like 5 days or something, according to what it said. So it's been like a few days already, so yeah. But anyway, despite all that, I'm here to do another reaction video. So, one of the fewest reasons why I've been out for a few days is not just because of college, really, even though you probably would think it's college and work, because I did tell you I'll be busy every once in a while from college and work, so therefore it's hard for me to make videos nowadays. But really, the main reason I've been out for so long is mainly because, unfortunately, if y'all didn't see what happened on Instagram, you probably don't know. So if y'all know I have Instagram, I have that account called JoeFlash 6.7 version 3 because of my other two accounts were lost, before. Unfortunately, one of my friends named Noah, who I was friends with in high school, unfortunately asked if I can link his account to get his account back, but of course nobody told me that consequences can happen, so when I did, I lost my account. It got hacked, not by him, it was hacked by some other guy, and then he posted on the story, of things that I don't post on my story, and I had to warn everybody to make sure to let them know that that wasn't me. And yeah, I tried to get my account back, and unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Like, I've tried, you guys, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get it back, so I may have to give it up. I already created a new Instagram account. It's called JoeFlash 6.7 Forever Spectacular, so go check that out on Instagram and follow my new Instagram account. And I let everybody know on Snapchat, and I was pretty pissed off that I actually broke one of my heaters in here, broke 3 wheels off and everything, but, never mind. So I'm just trying to stay warm, because yesterday and today we have a day off of college because of the bad weather, so I'm just keeping myself warm, even though it's a lot more warmer in my bedroom where my parents stay in compared to my actual room in here, but I'm still doing my best to keep it warm. I only got one heater because I'm down to one now because I broke the wheels off the other one. We don't have anything to fix it. If I do get a paycheck and get more money or something, maybe I was gonna use it to buy myself a new bed, since I really need a new air mattress, but I might change it up and maybe just go with, maybe getting a heater, so that way I'll be able to have 2 heaters to keep it extra warm in here, so I don't have to keep going into my parents' room every once in a while, so yeah, we'll see. So it's been a rough week, but I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to bounce back and so much more and so forth. But anyway, despite how much, so much, bullcrap has been going on for this past week, I'm back with a video. It's been a few days since I hadn't done a reaction video, because, I was busy taking care of the business with Instagram and everything else. There's a lot going on right now, but I'm trying to do better. But anyway, so in the last episode we reacted to was episode 95 with Death Battle. It was Ryu versus Jin. And for the next episode, as they reveal the next 2 characters for episode 96, that's the one that we're about to check out. So this is episode 96 of Death Battle, and we're about to check it out. Like I said, if you saw my other video where I reacted to the previous episode to Death Battle, then you already know who's up next. But if you don't, I'll go ahead and tell you. So you may recognize these characters in the background, or maybe not, but anyway, the characters that are up next for this 96th episode of Death Battle is Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. Now, I have heard of Samurai Jack, and I've seen DVDs of, like, the series, like, on certain stores and everything, and I probably gonna bet it's a popular series. Like, Samurai Jack's quite a, awesome character for a lot of people, so a lot of people seem to really like this character, And as for Afro Samurai, I have no idea who he is, so we'll have to learn a little bit about Afro Samurai, because I don't know who he is, so yeah. But apparently it's just going to be like a samurai battle, obviously, because there are 2 samurais, and this will be a little interesting. Like I said, I don't know anything about any of these 2, but I have at least heard of Samurai Jack, but never heard of Afro Samurai, so we're about to find out a little more about these characters and see if I can determine who I believe and think is going to win this death battle. And yeah, I changed my camera around too. Usually, if you wonder what that noise is, it's the heater right behind me, just trying to warm myself up. And also, I usually have the camera on the opposite side. Well, I'm sitting on the opposite side from where I'm at right now, with the doors like right behind me, and you see the big picture frame on the back on my TV. And sometimes I turn it this way to where I'm leaning up against the bed so I can relax, but obviously I can't do that because now that my bed's deflating, it won't be comfortable. So whenever I get a new air mattress, when I do reaction videos, I might just lean up against my mattress because, it feels comfortable. But anyway. So I'm back here. This is pretty much the wall that's right behind me when I'm sleeping in bed. As you can probably tell by the pictures, I got Bowser, WWE Superstars, pretty cool stuff. And there's the box of my GameCube system. I still got the little box of my red nunchuck, the Pie Face game, and lots of other materials. By the way, pretty soon, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but sooner or later, one of these days, I gotta make a Pie Face challenge video with someone, you know? I've had this Pie game for years, and I never got a chance to play it with anybody yet. I still have not played Pie Face, but one day I will make a YouTube video of me playing Pie Face with some friends of mine, and it should be a good video. But anyway, beside all that, let's go ahead. Without further ado, we're not going to waste any more time at all, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right into this video. So I'm just ready to get this over with. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Probably afterwards, I'm probably gonna call my boss to ask to see if I got my paycheck, because we usually get paychecks like usually every Friday. Me and a friend of mine that go to the same college together. You know, she's from Red Oak like me. So after this, I'm probably gonna call my boss and ask her about my paycheck, and then, you know, if it came in yet, because it usually comes in on Fridays, but sometimes it comes a little late, and then I'll ask my mom if she'll be willing to take me down there to go get it, because, you know, with the snow and everything. I mean, it's starting to dry up out there, like, it's the snow's starting to go away, but you just gotta wonder if the road's icy or not, you know what I mean? So, but beside all that, let's just go ahead and just get this started, shall we? So, this should ought to be another good episode, despite me not knowing these characters. This should be a good one, because samurais are pretty interesting guys, you know? I don't mind samurai characters. They're pretty awesome. They really are. Samurai characters are pretty cool. So, let's do it, y'all. Sorry, I didn't really take a shower last night because I was just tired, you know. Not that I was too lazy to do it. It's just, you know, I was pretty tired and I kind of was already staying up late because, you know, I was just trying to keep myself warm, and then I was trying to do other things, but never mind. But I'll take one today, though, of course, for sure. And then later on at 7 o'clock, I'll be watching WWE Friday Night SmackDown, of course, because, you know, I love watching WWE SmackDown every Friday, so, yeah. So without further ado, let's get right into it, y'all. I'm done talking now. Let's do this. So like John Cena and Triple H would always say, your time is up. My time is now. It's time to play the game. Let's go ahead and just get right into this. I'm so sorry if I'm brushing my hair so much. It's just really a lot more harder than my hair is not staying straight when I don't take a shower. So, you know, I'm trying to put it all behind my ears so I don't have to bug with it, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's do this. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. Death Battle Episode 96. In 5, 4, 3, 2... Oh, wait, forgot to lower the camera. Gee whiz, I haven't been making videos for the past 5 days or something, or whatever it said in my last reaction video, and I'm already forgetting how to do this. Okay, now let's get this started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Forgot all about the volume, sorry.
Among the soldiers of history, the samurai is one of the most prestigious and dangerous. So let's pit two of the best of them in a fight to the death. Samurai Jack, the warrior prince lost in time. And Afro Samurai, who's one cold-blooded mother effer. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, animation, cool.
Long ago, in a distant land, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. I mean him. And that nameless samurai became known as... Jack. Jack was on! Jack. Yo, Jack was... Jack doesn't really strike fear into your enemies. Young Jack was the son of a Japanese emperor who had imprisoned Aku years before. However, upon Aku's return, the emperor and his army were quickly defeated. The last of all hope remained in the hands of his son. Oh, look how small he is! Well, to prep for beating the snot out of Aku, little Jack traveled the world, training with the best of the best. Most notably, he learned horseback riding from a sheikh, staff fighting in Africa, wrestling from gladiators, axe throwing from a Russian boyar, mounted combat from the Mongols, martial arts from Shaolin monks, and archery from frigging Robin Hood. You know, everyone's favorite talking fox. Ooh, the lolly. Wrong Robin Hood. That's your opinion. Jack's progress was exceptional. At just 8 years old, he defended a whole village from a band of marauders. All before he could even legally drink the good stuff. 17 years later, he was ready for the final boss. He just needed one more thing. His pajamas. No, his katana. Katana, pajama, tomato, Alfredo, it's all the same. But before Jack could put his training to good use, Aku pulled a bitch move and zapped him hundreds of years into the future. What a waste. Just like when you spend 4 sleepless years struggling through college, and then find out too late that nobody
Adamantium?
Why is that there?
Wow, he'd probably be able to take on Wolverine then if he could.
To be stronger than steel. Of course it is. So the sword's pretty awesome, but so is Jack. He's strong enough to push over this giant pillar, tough enough to survive a fall from orbit, and fast enough to defeat 6 bounty hunters in the time it took for 1 drop of water to hit the ground. By timing the drop, all this had to have taken place in about 1/3 of a second. He's like a ninja samurai. Ninja Mirai. Actually, he is trained in ninjutsu, which probably helped when he was forced to dodge beams of sunlight. For this one in particular, it's clear Jack began dodging after the beam was fired. By examining both Jack and the beam's movement frame by frame, we've concluded his highest reaction speeds must be nearly 70% the speed of light. Damn,
wow.
That's fast. What can he do? Next thing you'll tell me he has the power to fly or something. Well, Jack can't fly, but he did learn how to jump. Yes, that. By strapping a giant boulder on his back, which compared to his height we can determine to weigh 39 tons, Jack learned how to leap high enough to clear these trees. Crouching tiger, hidden samurai. These trees are pretty big, and this jungle has a bunch of these ugly baboons running around. And if I were a betting man, which I am, I'd say that this is the African rainforest, where the average tree is about 130 feet tall. Tips on Jack from my basketball team. Guy's got hops. We haven't even mentioned the time he survived several exploding missiles with his friend, the Scotsman. Why does he look so familiar? Well, I like him. With so much talent, it was only a matter of time until Jack found his way home and defeated Aku once and for all.
Oh wow, transform into a chicken,
It took
wow.
a lot longer than it probably should have. 50 years, in fact. Yeah, good thing time travel makes you stop aging for some reason. But Jack's a good-hearted soul, like a Boy Scout who hasn't discovered Twitter yet. He can be pretty gullible when it comes to more devious opponents. Also, he continues to prolong his lonely journey over and over, just because he frequently puts the needs of others before his own. Still, the forces of evil should watch out for Samurai Jack.
Yep, Samurai Jack, you go.
The stories that surround the 2 sacred headbands are as many as the men who died in their pursuit. What's so special about some strips of head cloth? Legend says they were created by the gods, or they can grant the wearer supernatural powers. But in truth, the headbands only bring pain and loss. Such was the case with Afro Samurai. Wait, did his parents really call him Afro? Talk about setting big expectations. Well, no, it's a nickname, but even if they did, have you seen his dad? I think they knew what to expect. Damn, just look at it. Oh, and hey look, he's got the #1 headband. Here's how this works. The person who wears the #1 headband is said to rule the world, and the only person who can challenge the #1 is whoever possesses the #2. In contrast, anybody can challenge the owner of the #2 for the right to wear that headband, and thus gain the right to challenge the #1. So, like, you just work your way up so that only one guy in the world can challenge you? So where do I get one of these headbands? Then no one will mess with me. Actually, the opposite would probably happen, which young Afro witnessed firsthand when some freak named Justice showed up with the #2 and killed his father right in front of him. Why does this always happen? You know, I always thought parenting was the hardest thing about being a dad, but at this point, I think it's just actually staying alive if your kid's ever going to do anything great. Or just sticking around for them. Despite knowing that he was effectively creating a future challenger, Justice left Afro alone to mourn his loss. So, of course, Afro swore revenge and started learning swordsmanship under a swordmaster named Swordmaster. Who the hell is naming these people? Swordmaster's training of
You
sword
gotta have a
mastery,
point there,
Afro
Boomstick.
learned the traditional samurai fighting styles of Kenjutsu and Kendo. Kenjutsu is all about how to kill an opponent as fast as possible, while Kendo is more about discipline and being zen and stuff. Naturally, Afro preferred the more kick-ass one. Right. Swordmaster's goal was to refine Afro's body and mind, instilling upon him a sense of honor, or bushido. But that didn't quite mesh with Afro's thirst for vengeance. So, when he found out that Swordmaster had the #2 headband all along, he knew what he had to do. And now he could take down the guy who killed his dad, alongside his new friend slash burden, Ninja. Oh, come the f*** on! Where'd this guy come from?
Now don't we look like shit? How you been, man?
Well, it's not entirely clear. He's there, but at the same time, not there. Ninja is believed to be the guardian of the number 2 headband, but all he ever really does is talk, and talk some more.
He got arrows and grenades and shit. You ain't got no chance, dude.
Though it's also possible.
That was my mom, y'all. Obviously, because it is pretty cold in here, because as I said, the bad weather kicks in. It's a lot more warmer in the bedroom where my parents stay in than compared to my room in here. Mom's just trying to make sure I stay warm, obviously. So, yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even think she was going to start talking either. I don't even think she had any clue I was making this video, so, yeah, I should have probably said something, but it would not matter, though. But anyway, let's continue on. I'm trying to look like Mary from the nativity scene, just having this blanket over me. Imagine if I just had it on like a hoodie. But never mind, let's continue on.
Ninja is simply a figment of Afro's mind, brought about by psychological stress. You know, I have an imaginary
I mean, I do feel a
friend.
lot warmer, but I was sort of alright.
Not for Al Gundy. He's a gun who also talks to me. He tells me to do stuff. Okay. Anyway, to be honest, calling Afro a samurai is a bit misleading. He's actually more akin to a ronin, a samurai with no master. And so, with his swordsmanship perfected, Afro wandered the world searching for justice, carrying an arsenal fit for revenge. Including his father's sword. This super long blade has lasted through decades of battle without much issue. Perfect for kicking some ass. He also has a steel comb, which can be a surprisingly effective offensive and defensive tool. And since he doesn't care about that honor BS, he's not afraid to play dirty by attacking with his sandals. But while on the road to justice, Afro's number 2 headband attracted all manner of dangerous enemies. Luckily, he's more than capable of dealing with each and every one of them. He's strong enough to cut other swords in half, throw his sheath through another guy's throat, and even tear off metal arms. Pretty impressive, as many modern metals have tensile strength as high as 80,000 pounds per square inch.
Whoa.
Afro is fast enough to cut bullets out of thin air, and even a laser beam. I should note that it's not a plasma-based beam. It bounces off reflective...
Dang it, ad. Always with the ad. Always with these ads.
It bounces off reflective surfaces, doesn't explode upon contact, and it's literally labeled a laser. This means Afro blocked a beam that moved as fast as light, more than 670 million miles per hour. Get this, that laser beam came from a robot version of Afro. Talk about metal. This Afro droid could easily smash up a car, and our boy Afro just tore it apart. He survived getting hit by rockets, including this RPG that fragmented a giant cliff face.
RPG in a backpack?
I think I smell math coming. This tree nearby is most likely a Japanese.
Of course they gotta put math in here.
Which can sometimes grow as high as 30 feet. With that in mind, we compared its height to the fragmentation created by the explosion, and compared the resulting surface area to the shear force for granite. With this, we deduced the RPG's highest possible explosive yield must be around 72 tons of TNT. Damn, what kind of mega rocket launcher are these guys packing? Where do I get it? Many stood in his way, and Afro didn't get through them all unscathed. But by the end, he cut down justice, took his revenge in hand, and proved to the world that Afro Samurai is number 1.
Apparently
Why you
so.
gotta kill all my men? Why you gotta kill me? Nothing personal. It's just revenge.
Nothing personal, it's just revenge. Okay.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. But first, looking at these swords,
This really ought to look like this ought to be a good one, so... Anyway, skip that. I don't need to see that. I'll go back. I want to hear Boomstick say the words. Hold on.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
There you go, Boomstick. But before we get into the battle, let's discuss a few things. Well, I don't know if there's really much to discuss, but anyway, from what I know is that apparently they both got some very strong swords. Samurai Jack's sword can almost cut through adamantium, as he said, so even it could kill Wolverine if he was to fight Wolverine, maybe. Afro has got the sword that could cut through almost any sword and deflect the beam, whatever it was. So, yeah, they both got some very powerful swords. And yeah, they've been training since they were kids, and yeah, it's a pretty long history between these two, so this is going to be really even. This probably might, I don't know if it's really going to be an evenly won match. It probably will be, but yeah, I wouldn't really know who I think's going to win this one, because this really is a tough one to decide on between these two samurais, because both Jack and Afro are both really good at what they do, and, you know, they both got some incredible feats in their arsenals, and yeah, this one is going to be kind of a little bit of a tough one to decide on, but I guess out of perspective between both of them, from what Boomstick and Wiz have said about them, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know who I'm going to go for on this one, but I'm probably going to have to pick... Who should I pick for this one? I'd probably say Samurai Jack. I think I'm going to go with Samurai Jack. Let's hope for the best that maybe Samurai Jack's going to win this. Once again, if I am wrong, no surprising, because I don't take it seriously when I lose a voting, so yeah, don't worry about me, y'all. But anyway, let's find out if Samurai Jack, my prediction of Samurai Jack winning is correct. Let's resume in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd be afraid to walk on those kind of bridges, honestly, because they're just scary. It really would be kind of scary to walk on those bridges where you just don't have anything above. Yeah,
Your sword smells of blood. So does yours.
okay, that's how we start this off, huh? There you go. It's pretty cool how they got Afro almost in the same animation as that Samurai Jack does. Oh, there goes his hat. Oh! Well, he does play dirty. And clearly Samurai Jack does not need his sight to see or feel anything. I don't know if they mentioned that, but yeah, there are some ninjas and samurais that can be able to attack without their sight, so yeah, clearly Samurai's proven that. Well, we can see now, but the bridge is about to break. Oh! Well, okay then. Wow.
You jump good. Thank you.
I mean, that was a good jump. Oh! Ooh. Okay. That's quite some scars. Oh, there goes the net. Oh! Okay. Well, now they're both shirtless now. Well, not really shirtless, but get it. There goes the swords. Oh. Okay, now what? I don't even know if I like Samurai Jack better with the ponytail or without it, but anyway. Yeah, you better grab your sword, Jack. Oh boy, what's gonna happen here? Oh! But what happened? Oh! Oh, jeez, he got his arm cut off. Oh, he got both his arms cut off. Oh, he's done for. Yeah, yeah, you can still fight with one arm, so yeah. There you go. Just because Samurai Jack lost one arm doesn't mean he can use his other one to finish the opponent off. Nice. There's nothing Afro could have done with having his arms off.
Is he gonna get his arm back?
I don't think so.
Afro was an exceptional warrior, and his skills would absolutely dominate most sword fights. However, Jack has had a lot of experience with opponents who fight dirty.
Clearly
and Afro
so.
could not stand up to his physical superiority. Yeah, Afro never showed strength like how Jack lifted that 39-ton boulder.
Yeah.
Jack could react as fast as 70% the speed of light. Afro did block that light speed laser beam, but based on the distance between him and the Afro droid, he only needed to react around 21% the speed of light to do this. Still putting him at impressive relativistic speeds, but not even half as quick as Jack.
Yeah,
Also,
clearly
while Afro
not.
survived that mega-sized RPG explosion, don't forget how Jack survived a fall from orbit. While it does seem the spacesuit was responsible for Jack's surviving re-entry, it certainly can't be held solely accountable for the final impact. Starting his descent from the Kármán line, or the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and space, Jack covered a distance of 62 miles in just under 7 seconds.
Woo!
Moving well over terminal velocity,
Thanks to being propelled by exploding space beam.
which means his top velocity was approximately 37,000 miles per hour.
Ah,
Adding
dang.
the spacesuit's weight to his own, this means his impact force must have equaled about 19 megatons of force.
Dang.
Way more than anything Afro survived.
Yeah.
He just got up and walked away. Badass. In the
Exactly.
end, Jack was just too fast, too strong, too tough, and too well trained for Afro to handle.
The winner is
God
Samurai
dang
Jack.
it, boomstick. But anyway, good on you, Samurai Jack.
Thanks for watching. If you guys want exclusive commentary,
That
on
was
the
not a
episode,
bad
just click
one,
that
actually.
little
That was
bar
pretty
chart over
good.
there. And if you want the battle music from this episode, you can get it by clicking
Animation
the
was
link
pretty
in the
good.
description.
But anyway, who's next? Oh, Carnage? Okay. Carnage? Who's that? Oh, jeez, she's a terror, whoever she is. Lucy? Okay, I don't know who this Lucy is, but wow, okay. Carnage versus Lucy from Elfin Lied. Wow, she looks like she could be pretty scary herself, considering whatever she was murdering people with. I don't even know what those arms were she was killing people with, but wow, she's a murderer herself. But alright, Carnage versus Lucy. Lucy may just look like an ordinary human being, but clearly she's a massacre person. Whatever she is, but anyway, okay. We'll just see what this one will be about for the next episode then. Okay. Well, that'll be it for today, guys. That was not a bad episode. Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai was pretty interesting. And yeah, so when we come back with the next episode, we're going to check out Carnage versus Lucy and find out a little bit more about Lucy and figuring out who she is, while I may not know everything about Carnage, but at least know a bit about him. So yeah, let's just find out for the next episode. So I'm going to hit it off here, y'all. I think I'll probably take a break and just chill in here, get warm and everything. But anyway, stay warm, stay safe, and y'all have a good one. So that'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike, give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. To all you boys, men, and guys out there, fist bumps go to all of you, and to all the girls, ladies, and women out there, mwah, kisses go out to all of you. But sorry. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.